Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another cooking episode. So this light is still broken, it's been broken for ages. I'm on my new tripod as well, so it should be alright apart from that light being out. So in yesterday's video where I did childhood foods for 24 hours, I actually bought all of these. And these say we're going to the shops today. And you may have guessed it was something colourful by what I bought. So yeah, I'm going to move this. So today we are recreating a rainbow crepe, a tasty rainbow crepe cake. There's no actual picture, but if you do like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let's crack on with it straight away. You will need 6 tablespoons of butter, 3 cups of milk, 6 eggs, 2 1/4 cups of flour, 7 tablespoons of sugar, red food colouring, orange food colouring, yellow food colouring, green food colouring, blue food colouring, purple food colouring, and 6 cups of whipping cream. So, first thing you need to do is, in a bowl, whisk flour and sugar, milk, egg, and then gradually melt in the butter. So we need flour and sugar in to start with. Seven tablespoons of sugar. So let's put 7. Actually, let's do flour first. My cupboard's a bit full. I think that there were any baked beans for yesterday's video. If you know what I'm on about, you've clearly seen that video. So, and the bowl's there for a reason, because we need 6. So that's the reason why that. So we need 2 1/4 cups of flour. Now what's a cup? So we're just going to do 2 1/4 cups. I'm doing the full amount. We're going to fill this up. I'm doing self-raising flour. But actually, I'm not sure there's going to be enough self-raising flour. So we might have to do. So that's 1. So that, we're going to have to get some plain flour out because we've run out of self-raising. It didn't actually say which type of flour, so that's 2. And this, probably got a rather big cup, but that's a lot of flour. That's a lot of flour. But that was 2 1/4 cups to put the flour back there. Now we need 7 tablespoons, what, teaspoons or tablespoons? Tablespoons of sugar. Quite a big recipe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 eggs. If you saw in yesterday's video, also know I had to buy some eggs, so I only had 5 in the house. So I'm ending up with 11 eggs. Got a slippy hand. And then we'll, actually I've only got 1 whisk, so I'm going to have to wash it when we whisk the cream up. So that can go in the bin, quite a long box. And it doesn't actually fit in the bin. Now we're going to wash my hands. Well, I'm going to wipe my hands with some lovely kitchen roll. Now I'm going to get a whisk and whisk it. I did try and get all the ingredients in beforehand, but I've only got 1 whisk, so we're going to have to wash this halfway through. This is one of the biggest bowls. This is probably the biggest bowl we have, and it might not be big enough because we've still got ingredients to add. So we're just going to stir this It's a big rainbow cake. Pancake cake. So if you know what I'm on about, you might have seen pictures and stuff, you should know what it looks like. So we need some butter now. We need butter, 6 tablespoons of butter. That's probably going to be like 3. That's quite a lot. We're going to go melt this for a minute in the microwave. And we're going to continue whisking this for a bit. We're going to get the sugar put away. We're going to get the butter put away. I'm going to use a organised. We're going to get organised because now we need. I'm going to move the whipping cream out of the way because that's the later part. That's the later part of this video. So we're now going to get 6 bowls laid out. And basically we're going to ladle in the mixture into 6 bowls. So we put that in. Nice hot butter. Should be quite runny because obviously batter mixture is runny. So you want it like a more on the liquidy side. So it is on the liquidy side, but now we need 3 cups of milk. I'm just going to pour 1 in and then stir it, 1 and then stir it. Sometimes it's easier working in cups, but then I always think not as accurate. Give that a stir up. It is quite runny, so I am cautious of adding any more milk, but just say I think I might just add 2 because it is quite runny. I might add 2.5. Also I don't want to run out of milk because we use milk daily for like tea. I would say coffee, but we don't have coffee. And like cereal. You can't risk running out of milk, especially when I went to shop yesterday for the ingredients. I should have bought more milk. I also didn't check about the bean quantity for yesterday. I actually might have to put a dash of flour in because it's very liquidy. We put a dash of flour in because I do think it's a bit runny. I did follow the instructions, so you know, maybe it is supposed to be that runny, but I'm not taking that risk. It is a pretty big bowl full of a bit like pancake batter, isn't it? Anyway, we need to get this done. I don't have bags of towel because I'm also filming a Nando's mukbang this afternoon. So now we need a ladle. So we're going to turn the ingredients over and see what it says. So the ingredients are on one side, the rest of them. Evenly divide the batter in 6 bowls. Add a few drops of food into each and whisk until they firmly blah. So this needs to go in the sink. We need to wash it out for the whipping cream. So we're going to now pour this batter. We're going to do 1 in each. Actually, we're going to do 2 in each because we've got enough. We're going to do 2 in each. And then if we have enough, we'll do 3 in each. And then we've got a certain colour system we have to follow because it's like rainbow. We're also going to need 6 spoons so we don't get any colour mixture. So I have got 6 clean spoons. I will have in the drawer anyway. I'm making a right mess. So I wouldn't say I've got enough for 3. Right, let's put a third one in here. And then we need 1 more in each. We don't really have enough for 1 more in each, to be honest. But we've got a little bit. Some have got 3 and some have got 2.5, but that's the best we can do. Now we need 6. Now we need 6 different spoons. 1, 2, 3, 6 of everything. Quite a lot when you come down to it. So now I'm going to quickly give my hand a wash. I don't want any of the batteries. And then we're going to get food dyeing. Is that even a term? Food dyeing pancake batter. And we're making crepes, so I've got my crepe pan there. So I've got about about half an hour until I need to realistically order some Nando's. Let's do it in the order. Purple, we're going to do an order we need to do it in. This is actually violet, but it's meant to be pink. We're going to do it in this one over here. Trying to figure out how to open this is not. I think you have to twist the lid off, but it won't come off. Or shall I just stab a hole in the top? If I can stab a hole on the top, that'll be better. Oh, I've done it. But it's gone on my hand. I don't know whether it'll come off my hand. Shit. It doesn't look very purple, but maybe. Let's give it a stir and see if it'll start. It's more of a bluey colour. It is changing. Oh, we've got a nice bright purple. Let's try and get. I'm scared of staining my hand, but look at that purpley colour. I'm scared of getting purple everywhere, that purpley colour. Let's put some slight more in. So that's the purple done. But I have got purple all over my hands and I don't know if it's going to come off. So we've done the purple, now we're going to do blue. I actually might, I'm doing it quick. I haven't got a steady hand. I did poke a hole in the top of this. Clearly not a big enough hole because it won't come out. Let's see if I've got a different kind of knife to cut the top. I think if I'm, and then I cut the tops. I've just cut myself. Just cut myself. Just cut myself. Why won't these? Right, I'll come back to you when they've all coloured because this might take a while. So, I've done all the colours now. I did cut myself quite badly there. Don't know if you can really see it. We're going to get cooking these now. And I have started to whip up some cream to save some time as well. And we're going to do it in the order it takes. So by starting with the purple, so the spoon is coming out, oil is going on, brand new oil we're using today. I don't know how to open it. I'm going to put, can you see the pan now? Do I have to move it? You can see it there I think. So put a bit of oil on like that. We're going to heat it up. We're now going to ladle on. We're doing 2 of each colour I think. I think that's what you meant to do, so. I think I might have to do it with a spoon after this because otherwise the colours are going to get mixed up. So we're going to keep whipping up this cream whilst the pancake does its thing. Hopefully this is done by the time. It is getting slightly thicker already and cream actually just turns within seconds. Also got some of the yellow stuff on the floor. But it came off, so hopefully it comes off my hands. Quite a lot of cream. I need to get a thing to flip it. So let me see what we can. Where's my spatula? My pink spatula to the rescue. You can tell it's coming up. It's slightly broke, but it's only going to be the very bottom layer, so that is where we go. This cream is taking a while to whip, mainly because there's quite a lot of it I think. Now we're going to turn that off and we're going to it's quite oily, but we're going to turn it back on and we're going to get the rest of this purple in. So, I am about halfway through the pancake making stage, but I thought filming the whole thing would take too long. But basically, the cream is quite hot. Out. The cream. Let me just do this first, and then I'll explain. It is easy to burn these, so that's why. The first one I started vlogging didn't work, but they have been working. So let me just quickly so basically what happens is you put a tiny bit of oil in and then you've got to rapido with what goes next. And I'm just pouring in half of the mixture, giving it a whirl. So basically what's going on is, I did the purple, too purpley, but because it's hot, the cream is melting, so the cream has melted. So, the other pancakes are on here cooling down, and once they're done, once the pancakes have cooled down, I'm going to layer them up with cream, but for now they're too hot, so I'm going to let them cool down, and then we're going to add the cream. So you basically cook it, I would say a maximum a minute on both sides, maybe even, this one does look more pancakey like because it's yellow. But they are working very nicely. Struggling to get the crepe pan to actually stand up on its own. Oh. This one's got a little bit of red into it, so it's gone a little bit pink in the middle. Oh well, hopefully it doesn't. That won't be able to. I'm gonna transport this purple one onto a new plate when we get assembling. But for now, basically they're too hot. So the purple's on here, but they get too hot. So you have to wait for them to cool down before you put the cream in, because obviously with the purple one they just melted. So it doesn't take long, it literally takes about 30 seconds to a minute. This one's gone a bit pinky because you just cook it away. Doesn't matter if the middle's not 100% cooked, because it will burn quite easily. Some of these are quite black on the outside. And this one you can tell is ready to flip. They actually work. This is like, they actually work. Normally pancakes always break or rip. These actually, they are really, really hot, so cream just melts everywhere. Cream is just melting everywhere. That one's a bit pinky on that side. I'm going to take... The pan is quite hot. And now I think it's orange. I'm going to put half the orange in. I'm going to need a massive like half-hour cleaner up after this. I'm going to let that cook away. I think that is cool enough now to transfer the purple onto the plate, because the purple's obviously melted. I can smell burning, but I don't think anything's actually burning, or I hope not. So I'm going to move the purple plate, and because obviously the cream's melted on that plate, I'm going to quickly wash my hands so I am cautious that that one is cooking away. And my blood, I do ideally need a plaster on my finger because the blood, it's now proper bleeding. Oh, that one's a bit, don't know whether you can see that, it's a bit dark on that side. But then you can literally, we're nearly done pancake making already. So now we're going to put the rest of the orange in here. And then we've literally only got bread to go. I haven't got it on my clothes, I've only got it on my hands, so that's good because it will stain clothes. Well, it probably will stain clothes. I'm taking this off. The red actually looks like pink. It looks like, what do you call it, a nice pinky colour. It doesn't take long to cook them. This one's still too liquidy. You can tell if it's really liquidy, you do not turn them over. But some of them are darker on the other side. Oh, that's really dark on that side. I'm trying to edge it back on the pan, but oh, that one doesn't look quite as good as some of the rest of them, but anyway. So final colour now. Half the red, pinky red gone in. Right old mess this has made, but the fact that only the first one broke, and usually the first one doesn't go well anyway when you eat pancakes normally, so I'm so impressed with all these pancakes. I am. And this one's quite liquidy, so we'll let it. This is definitely pink. Same colour as my spatula. For some reason I don't think this one's going to flip because I don't really know. I've lost it. Oh, for God's sake. Why would this pan stand up on its own? So that didn't go to, I've broke, all going so well. Anyway, not to worry, and then we can start assembling straight away, but the amount of washing up is a bit of a joke. Let me try and salvage this. Kind of stuck together, oh well. At least not as long as this top layer works. Which it might not because it's got a hole in. But it might if I... Oh, shit. For some reason the red layer hasn't really worked. But all the rest have. You need to let that pan cool down before it goes anywhere near that water. That water is hot. So now we can start assembling. So this one on the actual plate is cold. So we're going to put cream on this top one. Quite a bit of cream because you want a distinctive layers.
I smell pancakes.
You want those distinctive layers. So you need a good dollop of cream. But now I kind of need to turn this stack. Upside down. Because obviously I want the blue on next. That's still hot. Don't know, I'm going to check if this is melting. Check if this is going to, yeah, it's melting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the fridge for about 10 minutes and then I'll come back to you. So we're getting there. Just going to check on the pancakes. I think they are cool enough now. It's been 25 minutes. I've been watching a programme. So we are cracking on. The angle's changed this time. So we're going to crack on. We're going to get the blue one on. We're going to rapido through this because we don't have. I don't even realize how long it's going to take to cool. A good layer of cream in between. We're now on the green layer. Thing is, you want a good layer, but then you also can't afford to run out. And you also need to. I've just put the dishwasher on, so it might not be able to hear me. And I should have put the whisk in, but I didn't. The bucket was chocker full anyway. So all the yellow ones are quite hot still because they're in the middle. Because the yellow one's like in the middle, it's quite hot. We're nearly. We're on orange now. Yeah, these ones are in the middle, so these ones are still a bit hot. Actually, this one's boiling hot. So I'm just scared this one's gonna melt out everywhere. Just gonna put a little bit on this one just because these middle ones are quite hot, but the one on the bottom is freezing cold. So you can't win. They don't look that amazing. Well, they don't look. Oh, it is leaking on one side. We have got. Oh. Basically, the pancake is done, but it's very leaky. Like the cream is going everywhere. So we're just gonna cut. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh. It's been literally been in the fridge for been in the fridge for 25 minutes. Just melting everywhere. You meant to cover the top in it too, but I'm just a bit fragile of it all melting and going everywhere. It's also getting quite late. It's not even lunchtime anymore for my Nando's mukbang. I mean, I'm having a Nando's mukbang at like 3 PM at the rate we're going. So it has sort of worked. I'm going to cut a slice out and put it on here. Just melting. Like the bottom layers, the top and bottom layers cooked. They're just like the middle. It was the middle layers because it's in a. I should have separated them and then chilled them, but life hasn't really worked, has it? Well, it sort of has if the cream worked. Anyway, let's get a fork and let's try it. It might taste alright, even if the cream has all melted. It might work. It's not a complete fail. Let's put it that way. So if I was being realistic, what I should have done is I should have put them on different plates and put 6 plates in the fridge rather than 1, because the ones in the middle didn't cool down. Let's get this fork. The plates in the middle didn't cool down. So like the orange and the yellow were pretty hot. They were still boiling hot in the middle. It's not really the same having a cold pancake. Like they're nice and all, but a cold pancake. Not really sure how I feel about a cold pancake. It tastes completely fine, it's just cold. I think on realistic purposes, I might give this like a 6 or a 7. Or maybe a 5, because it didn't really work with the cream. But you can see the layers in the middle, look. We have got definitive layers. I might transfer it onto one more plate, but I'm scared of it. Anyway, that is the end of the video. If you do like this video, please give it a massive and subscribe down below. I'll leave all the ingredients down below so you can try it yourself and see if you can get it cooling down. I recommend you do it separately. Do the layers separate. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and I will see you so very soon.